Hey guys, another video. I am 94, about 2 days played, and died 8 times. And this video, I'll briefly go over what I changed, what you should be looking for. I'll probably run a map and, something like this. Waterway is really nice with this build, nice and tight, perfect fit. And then I'll show you some of the processes for upgrading. So I have like some other stuff I bought here. So uh, let's start with this. I'm using discipline and anger. Now you can use haste. I dropped the warlords, which is fine, but warlords isn't bad either. If you're playing like hardcore or something like that, warlords is really nice for a consistent leech. Right now, I just happen to get cast when damage taken, blade vortex, warlords, and curse on hit. So when I hurt myself enough, the blade vortex will hit a monster and proc the warlord's mark. Now the thing is, you have to level your warlords up so it doesn't get activated by the cast when damage taken, and instead gets linked with the curse on hit. So if your warlords is too low level, it will get procced by the cast when damage taken and it won't work. And the only reason I'm doing this setup is because I didn't get the right colors. If I got 2 green, I would have used poachers, and I just happened to get 2 red. And as you can see, I upgraded gloves. Gloves are pretty easy to upgrade. What you want to do is you want to get energy shield and resist, and maybe attack speed if you're lucky. I crafted these and they're alright. I ended up exalting the fire res and stuff like that. But if you craft, you want to alt until you can get a good flat or high percent ES. And then these I bought, which are pretty nice. You want to get, what you want to look for is you want energy shield and resist. You don't really care about move speed. And then I just happen to put lab enchantment on it because it's finally, I think, something I'll keep for a long time. And typical belt, reduced flash charge used. I think I've had this last time too. The armor still sucks. And I'll switch this after the map. Skull's Bridal Helm, still Chayula. Typically you want attack speed on this, but at this point in the league I can't really get it. It's been out for like 3 or 4 days. And rings with resist and possibly energy shield and maybe strength if you need it. So that's the gear, that's what you want to look for. Now roomies is really good. Put this on. I think even just going from 16 or 15 to 54 or 55, that's 45% reduction in damage, so that's pretty crazy. So flash, like I said, bleed, freeze, shock, and that's pretty much it. Now I'll just run the map, and then afterwards I'll show you some of the gear changes I'll do here more to try to top it off a little bit more. Ow. Stuff hurts. Yeah, I don't have very much ES right now because you don't actually want to get the armor I got. I think that's a mistake. The right way to do it is probably just buy some shitty whatchamacallit. Buy some shitty unlinked energy shield with 700 plus, and then just link it yourself. I think that's the right way to do it. It's way too hard to get the ethereal cards, or what I did was I relied on the Dapper Prodigy. That's how I got this one. And if you just use your own linked one, it should be fine with a 5 link. Just drop the added chaos or one of the damage links and you should be okay. I think that's the right way to do the chess piece. It's just crazy hard to spec up energy shield and get good energy shield gears early in the league as the first character. If you're playing this kind of character but it's not the beginning of the league, you can just do whatever. Just you can end up buying your own 6 link regalia or whatever, and it's totally fine. But if you're playing this as the first character league, then that's not really an option. So yeah, so after this map I'll show you the upgrades I bought if I were to do this correctly the second time. I got a little too greedy with the Dapper, that's why I was oh man, I'm gonna get regalia on the first try, and of course I get some random garbage. Yeah, so Waterway is a really nice map. Just zoom through, don't have to move at all. Oh That's pretty fast. Sometimes I can't tell what's alive. Oh man, I can't wait until Bloodlines is over. I think there's a map back there I missed. Go check. Ah, Vaal Pyramid. Okay, well, now I'll show you some of the gear changes I did. So this one has a lot more resist and strength than like something like this. And this one has a lot more resist than this. So, you know, I am going to first bless this. Okay, whatever, good enough. So right now my resist are sitting at this. And you want to hit like 169 for reds. So if I put this on, both of these have craftable prefix. So I can put the percent ES when my Elrion gets 7, which might not be until like a while from now. So my resist shoot up like quite a bit. So as you can see, I'm like barely getting like 168, 165, and then when I put these rings on, I go up all the way to like 174. And the reason you want to do this is because my bandit is resistance in normal. So if you can get enough like resistance, you can drop the bandit resist in normal and you know, spec into the point. And in the same way, I have like resist on here, so you can take out jewels resistances and get like more damage on jewels. But right now my jewels, like, you know, no options to get the good ones. So the other thing I have is this thing. So, you know, you buy some like 700 ES regalia unlinked and you just go link it yourself like this. And I guess I'll change everything to fuse. So I guess you guys get to watch this. I'll try to link this right now. I mean, ideally you want a 6 link, but I think I'll just settle for 5 and just upgrade it later. The 6 link is pretty much damaged right now. My 2 reds are increased duration and ball molten shell, and then the green is void manipulation, and then the blues are controlled destruction, added chaos, and increased area. And I think I'm just going to drop the added chaos. So I put this stuff away. So I got 400. I could just spam click it, but I think I'll just stop at 5 link. You just do this at the beginning of the league. Link up some random 700 plus regalia or whatever, 660, whatever you're okay with. And, you know, 5 link that and just use it. So I think this is probably the best. This is for something like Empower, I would think. Oh wait, this is okay. What am I saying? Yeah, this is exactly what I want. Like this. And my ES shot up. If I were to craft the next thing, Energy Shield on rings, right now my base ES is, let's see, 51709 742. So I have a 5.17 multiplier. My base is about 1740 right now. If I were to craft like, you know, about 35% ES from rings, I'll add another 600. So you can get your gear topped off that way. But yeah, with this my Vaal molten shell is 23k hideout because I leveled up all my stuff. I think last time it was 21, but with added chaos it was like 26, 27. I think 27, and this flameblast is 2.8k. You can use, instead of area, if you feel like your damage is insufficient, you can use controlled destruction with that. But my damage seems to be okay with area, so I like it. So I think that's about it. wraps it up for this video. And hopefully I won't have to upgrade my gear too much. Maybe like change out the armor a little bit more later. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask below. I'll answer it as soon as possible. Peace out and see you guys next time.